That's a deep.
Cast. We have not been with Call of the Netherdeep for a little bit, and then last week we were supposed to be back, but then I fell doing an injury.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm healing up all right. It's just the dumbest way to get hurt. I tripped on a kickball while trying to kick it, so I Charlie Browned bruise strips.
This is why I don't play.
Yeah,
Because I would do that and break my knee.
Wait, did you like land your foot on the ball and it rolled, or you just fully missed it and then
I
fell?
landed my foot on the top of it and then slammed. So not quite Charlie Browning, but we're close.
At least with Charlie Brown, it was being held still.
Exactly.
You're better than that. It was
moving. It was moving. These are different things. But despite my lack of athleticism, time does roll on, and since time has rolled on, I would love a reminder of what happened last time.
Yeah. All right. So we had been getting ready to travel. Dax obtained some illicit substances, and
Like you
we
do.
crossed the bridge. A guard approached Valray and gives you a letter as on our way out. Cassius and Char notice that it's got this special dragon wax seal on it. But I think I whiffed my roll, so I have no idea what that means. We are traveling. The land seems really dead, and there's like this weird heavy presence in the air. We find like a dead Gloomstalker, and we're like, yep, that's probably those other fuckers that are traveling ahead of us. They probably took care of that. But we're like, why is it so close? That's weird. Valray's letter is putting her on alert that she might be needed soon. We travel some more. We find a wrecked wagon. We fucking raid the dead of the two merchants that...
Waste not, whatnot.
Of course, we get what we deserve, which is attacked for grave robbing.
Well,
so we have to take care of the with.
Perhaps the party was trying to help them.
Okay.
I think.
We are feeling like the bodies were killed like only 3 hours ago, so that's startling. We find another camp of 6 more dead soldiers and the head of a Hezru. Okay. Like, I don't know if that's a misspelling or what. And it's like dissolving into ichor. Cassius is like, I'm going to touch these bodies some more. And then a shadow demon and a closet attack us. So we have to once again defeat the consequences of our grave robbing.
No, that one he was trying to burn them to give them a proper burial.
Okay.
That's what Cassius was.
That's right, yeah.
At least that's what he told us. I don't know.
I mean,
We don't know each other that well. We should probably have like a campfire getting to know you kind of thing.
No.
just secret strangers with no connection for the entire 50 episodes.
We get to the end of the thing, we all shake hands, like, it was a pleasure working with you.
Coulter,
Don't tempt me.
it's what is it? The Seinfeld rules. No hugs, no growth. That's what we're doing this whole time. Like,
And like we all have character secrets the entire campaign that would just no one ever finds out.
The very last line of the campaign is, "Hey, what's your last name?"
cut to black, Sopranos style.
I don't have one. Do you have one?
You don't have one?
I don't have a last name.
What else happened, Alina? Sorry.
That's all I had written down.
So I believe when we left all of you, it was just at the conclusion of that combat. You're kind of out in the open, in the wilds here. But as it is getting dark, as that kind of warm air begins to chill and the smell of the dust begins to almost settle with that change of temperature and change of pressure, you can see off in the distance there are what look to be the ruins of a building.
Is it in the direction that we were traveling in?
It is along the roadway.
Okay.
So y'all can camp here for the night, or you could progress there, or you could look for somewhere with more cover to camp, wherever you're kind
And from here, it looks like ruins of a building, or it looks like a building.
It looks like ruins of a building. Like there's 4 walls. You can see that there's no roof. One of the walls looks crumbled, but there is some cover.
And hasn't been long enough for us to be getting to where we were supposed to be going, because aren't we going to like a camp or
We're pretty
something?
far away.
Okay.
And I believe y'all were here when we left off.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is that ugly beast? And then I was like, oh, it's Bill. I didn't think it was a horse at first. I thought it was like a demon thing, and then I was like, oh, that's a horse.
That is a horse.
I will continue to set up camp. So,
By the side of the.
And we looked through this wagon already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have bolts of material added.
oh no, this isn't the one we were at, Coulter. We were at the Hezru corpse.
Oh, okay. I know what happened on my notes here. You were.
I was like, yes, we did go through the but we're here.
There we go.
I believe
Smell
somebody
bad?
searched through the bodies. What do you mean? Does it smell bad?
The head. Oh, I just mean like the head. Does it smell bad?
Oh, is there a bad smell in this location?
I would think there would be a smell.
There is kind of a foul, somewhere between sulfur, mud, ash, and a cesspool that's the Hezru slowly dissolving.
I'd prefer not to camp near a cesspool.
Good, we'll just burn some herbs. It'll smell fine in a while.
Do you think sage is going to overcome this noxious fume?
We'll just stay upwind from it.
Well, there's maybe
We should
cover.
move on.
I point to the building and go, at least coverage on one side.
Okay, but I'm saying it now, and I'm saying it very, very sternly. If something tries to kill us in that building, I said we could camp here. But let's go.
I'm
He
not
starts
saying we build
picking
a
stuff
building.
up and putting it back in the cart.
I'll help you repack.
He means when something tries to kill us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It is not a far journey from where you are. It is really just off the road from the next curve, kind of on a raise in the land there. Approaching it above you as the sun is set and you're starting to see twinkling stars come out. There is the double moons beginning to show. You see the more full, warm light of...
Ruidus?
That's the
No.
red one.
The full one.
Why do I do this every goddamn time? I'm so sorry, folks at home. As a DM, if you're going to talk about a moon, you should always know the name of the moon. There's a free tip for you.
And
I know Ruidus. That's the other one.
Unless you're homebrewing.
The moon.
If you're homebrewing, you get to name the
Isn't it Lunaris or something like that? Isn't it Lunaris and
I can't remember.
Ruidus? I can Google it.
I know, I'm like, everyone.
I'm not Googling
So,
anything.
just a point of order. We're not streaming right now.
Katha.
Katha and Ruidus.
Oh,
Oh, you're welcome.
yeah. If you just want to hit the stream button, we'll see if that works.
Oh shit, were we not streaming?
No.
Hi, guys.
Even
But were
folks,
we recording?
we were recording.
Okay.
Sorry if you're watching this on YouTube and you're just now seeing this part of it. I will try to remember to remove it by.
Is that
Okay, we'll see. That'll work.
Clippy clop.
If you're watching it live, we did the whole first, 15 minutes of the episode without streaming by accident.
Well, yeah.
It's that kind of week. You know how that can be.
Yeah, technical difficulties. All that you've missed so far is Helena gave a beautiful recapitation of what happened in the
my
last
recap.
episode. The leaving of Jagao. It'll end up on YouTube. Leaving of Jagao, a mysterious letter with a dragon crest received by Arvero Valray. The start of the journey in these dead-feeling lands, and a couple of combats with demonic forces. Some of which had destroyed some of the guards that they were supposed to see along the way protecting this Emerald Loop.
And we haven't seen anybody alive yet.
Not yet. There have been signs of your rivals ahead of you, but no living creatures directly. Everything you've come across has been dead. As the sun was setting after that combat, there was ruins of a building in the distance. They decided to make camp there for the evening, and that is where we are picking up right now, with all of them moving towards that camp, where I definitely knew the name of the moon. Above you in the sky, there is the general light of Katha that is kind of a comfort, that is this steadiness in the sky telling you what time of the month it is, pulling the tides, and just the sliver of Ruidus moving its way along behind in its irregular orbit, not quite casting that red of a full glow, with that blue-white taking prominence.
As we're approaching the ruins, is it possible for me to approach from the side or kind of break off from the group and see if I can stealthily get an idea from whatever side looks like it's open, either to the left or right off of the road.
Yeah, totally. Are you trying to do this without any of the party seeing you when you say stealthily?
No, I'm meaning to scout ahead.
Got it. Okay.
Nothing in the building sees her.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. Stealthing.
Were you taking levels in Bard?
6.
Okay, as far as you know, you are making no noise.
Hooray!
What do we hear?
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Can she be gently cursing?
Up to you. There is some gravel around this house where you can see that the rocks from this ruin have been broken down by weather and contact over time, and it is hard to not crunch.
Okay.
Do I have pass enough traits? Can I cast
Did you roll
illness?
perception with me?
Oh god. Okay. You did not work for me, so I'm gonna try this one now.
I don't.
Perception? Oh god. 12.
You do get the idea though that at least if you approaching or making this noise, anything else approaching is also going to make this noise.
Okay.
So that's a good sound. But approaching it, you can see that 3 of the walls are fairly intact with all of the windows destroyed.
Okay.
Most of them in a vaguely window shape. And then the 4th wall is near completely gone with kind of jagged edges coming down.
Okay.
The door itself no longer on its hinges, just an opening.
And that's the wall you talk to when you're talking to the audience.
And the 4th wall
That
is
fourth wall is
broken.
gone. Yeah. I would like
Just
to
look
try
at
and
them.
get back to the group stealthily.
You saw no living creatures.
Okay.
There was, however, a large skeleton partially buried that looked very
Ooh.
old, kind of coming out of the ground and
Okay.
carried back in. But go ahead.
A large skeleton coming out of the ground and back in, partially buried.
Yes.
Like a humanoid skeleton?
That's what I'm wondering. If
No,
one
like
leg
the
closet-
size of the building,
Oh.
but mostly buried.
Mostly buried. Okay. I would like to try and I don't know how far back I left the group, but I want to try and stealth back and startle it. Be like, ah, we're fine.
Oh my god! Where did you come from?
And why were you walking like that? And why are you striking me?
I love the thought that you're making those noises yourself. You think you're making them in your head, but you're actually making them out.
This is a quirk that we didn't know that
About them.
all of the species, right?
Yeah,
It's a-
Githyanki are known for onomatopoeia.
Well, also, I mean, the Githyanki's favorite enemies are the mind flayers. So anything they do in their head, the mind flayers. So if you're making loud noises,
Right.
right,
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction
Yeah.
because they're like,
If
wait,
what-
is that a thought or is it a sound?
Mind tricks. That's how we work.
Was there anything interesting at the castle or whatever this place is?
It appears to be a fairly decent place to camp, although the large half-buried skeleton was something noteworthy. I'd be interested in
What
somebody
kind of
else's.
skeleton?
I'm not sure, but it was about the size of the building.
Just start
So
walking towards it.
yeah,
I guess this is what we're doing. Yeah, Bell.
Well, at least we know this one wasn't killed recently.
All right, if you could not narrate my steps.
oh,
So you're all setting up camp?
I want to investigate.
Yeah, let's investigate a little before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just in general.
Yeah. Can I do a medicine check on the skeleton?
Sure.
Can I do an Arcana check on the area to see if there's any like thing going on?
Yeah.
I got a 14 on the skeleton. Can I tell like what it is or how long it died? Or...
All that seems to be exposed is its rib cage, and it seems like it must have smashed into the building at some point, but a very long time ago, from what you can tell, like years.
I'll set up my sleeping bag amongst the ribs.
Wait till you see the picture.
Can I peck some of the ribs to see how brittle the bones are, or sturdy and hardy?
Yeah, go ahead.
What
Yeah.
would you like me to roll to peck?
You don't need to. if you'd like, it's an automatic success. It's holding still. They feel near hollow. You don't make too much of a dent, but that sound.
Okay. I would like to grab a piece of rib and try to break a piece off.
Can I have an athletics check?
Yeah. Ooh. I have advantage and a +0.
Can I sit back while watching Dax do this and go, remember all the other times that we messed with corpses and then were attacked?
And a skeleton giraffe begins to run.
And as Dax
Is
is
this the skeleton of a giraffe?
like cleaning off the part he's gonna try to pull on. He's like, I don't know why you're bringing up that info. And an 18.
18?
Yeah.
So you, as you're pulling, where roughly on the bone are you starting to grab?
I just need a chunk.
Okay, so given the leverage of where you are towards the top of this bone, you're off the ground, so you have to use your feet against the bone itself to pull.
Comical.
You are with an 18 able to crack off the top of it into a jagged piece. Can I have an acrobatics, or sorry, can I have a dex save, and you can add your acrobatics. We'll give you special rolls there.
Can I, based on character, choose to fail?
You can.
Okay, I think Dax would absolutely fail that.
It is less than 6 feet, so you're not taking damage, but you come tumbling off of it and slam onto the ground.
Dax, you
with the bone in
okay?
your hand.
I hold up the piece of bone triumphantly and I go, yes.
I cast Detect Magic. Look at the skeleton, the ruins, the surrounding areas.
What was the result of the Arcana? Okay. This is incredibly enchanted. Whatever killed this beast must have put some sort of time spell on this place because it is just swimming with chronic magic. Go ahead and cast yours.
I'm glad I said that before we heard those results. I did cast it.
Not a damn thing.
Okay.
There's no magic whatsoever. This place it doesn't feel like a dead zone per se. Like there's still that low grade, just the world magic, but nothing's highlighting, nothing's pinging.
Do you feel it?
I don't sense anything going on.
In the interest of the location, so a bone broth for dinner?
I'm not sure that there's much on those bones, too.
No, I have bone broth.
Oh.
It's just thematic, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, cool.
So this is why I was saying that it made me laugh, because I put you right into the bones too.
That was nice and reinforced right there.
So this is the building that you all are in, so you can kind of just see generally what you're working with.
You could have grabbed one of those little ones near the butt.
Yeah.
Can I do a history check
Sure.
to see what maybe this kind of creature might have been?
Yeah, totes.
I suddenly have an intuition that because there is a map, something terrible is going to happen here.
You would be surprised. I have maps for everything in this game.
I know, but that would be such a hilarious spell. Like you cast
Check.
narrative tropes.
I cast check for maps.
Do I feel like
It would be the best bard spell. Check
18.
trope. Detect trope.
18.
okay? 18, and was it history? So because so much of it is buried, it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly what this would have been. But with an 18, you get the idea that this was four-legged and long. History is not quite
Yeah.
telling you what.
Just thinking to myself.
Oh.
Sorry.
History is not quite telling you what. Like, there's nothing in mythology that you can really connect this to directly. But given that the skeletons are still here, it likely wasn't demonic in nature.
Dax.
Yeah.
You the nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
That's a skeleton.
Well, surely
What?
Oh.
one of Char's ancestors, obviously.
I think it's a giant weasel.
Not a dragon.
May I make some
Does
sort
it
of
look
check?
like a dragon to me?
Would
I-
yeah.
do I-
So you can make a nature check, either of you, and you can make it with advantage.
Oh shit!
22.
Damn. Okay.
It was a nat 20.
It wasn't
by
that
the way.
20.
Oh, perfect.
I got a pretty good one too, but yeah, I took that. I got 18 plus whatever.
Well, so you both do figure it out. You figure it out immediately. Like as soon as you say it's a skeleton, something in your brain cracks together. It's a dragon. This is a dragon's skeleton. That's why it's still on this plane. So you can guess that it is something that was native to this world.
Okay, and then just to remind Helena about dragonborn lines, that doesn't necessarily mean yeah, okay, that's a different race,
It's like
right?
the
The
same
dragon.
lineage.
Okay, so
Your people, I believe, in the mythology of this world, at one time worshipped dragons, and then kind of split off onto how they felt about that.
okay.
But
But you're
So
not
I maintain-
related to
no.
Okay, so I maintain what I said originally,
Right.
which is I don't claim that.
Whereas my just racist brain is
That's
like
fine. No, that's
dragonborn,
fine.
dragon, Githyanki ride dragons. This is a dragon, of course. You know what this is.
I still think it's
But we do know it is a dragon.
Well, it could be a weasel dragon.
you can't tell what kind of dragon, but you can both tell that it is definitely a dragon.
Maybe we should get more bones. Dragon bones are expensive, aren't they?
With the natural 20, this was an adult.
Yeah. To answer your question, it was an adult dragon. A doozy of one, too.
So a spicy bone broth? As he starts adding spice.
And Dax, you can see that while there's the front portion buried and the back portion buried, this portion of bone in the other corner is where the tail comes out.
Okay.
Cool.
That is like kind of the size of what you were looking at there.
And after I say it's an adult dragon, I point out the tail coming out the end and stuff. Is this a brick floor that we're on?
It is, yeah. There's pavers.
As we settle in, is there, if you're okay with it, I'd like to do like my lichen claws and then use my claws and the ground and just start scraping and whittling the bone.
Sure. Yeah, totes.
Maybe that the dragons inherit magic is what you're sensing.
Maybe the dragon is a time
It's not very good at it then.
Has there been legends of time traveling dragons?
Whereas my ears just start grating from what I'm assuming is like. Yeah, I'm like,
I start saying
I'm gonna walk the perimeter
I'd like to cast
stealthily.
borrowed knowledge on myself to learn to use cook utensils to cook dinner.
Dax, what are you making? Or you don't have to tell me, but do you want to roll for it, or is it like something that you're going to use later, or is it kind of just something that you're enjoying?
More of a
working
narrative
with?
thing, but
Okay,
I
perfect.
would like to be like sharpening it and like whittling it down, getting a place for a handle and stuff.
Okay.
Would you like a knife?
No, I have several, and I show my like talons.
With your fire built, your camp set, and your food started, the evening is yours.
Spicy bone
Under the
broth.
stars.
Before I take part of this delicious soup, how spicy is spicy?
Well, should I roll for it?
Sure.
I'm gonna just do straight wisdom with
I cannot remember what we
proficiency.
did these for in the past, or how we did cooking in the past.
On a scale of like banana pepper to straight ghost pepper.
It's a 17, so I shot for the middle of where I feel like the tastes of the group are.
So like a jalapeno.
Well, okay, so Aarakocra, bird, right? Can't taste capsaicin. Right? Githyanki from a parallel universe probably doesn't eat a lot of spicy foods. And then Dragonborn are notorious for spicy foods. And then Crucius is an old guy and they have no taste buds left. So I shoot for on the spicier side for the Dragonborn, and I got a 17.
All right.
So as I go to, that's really spicy. Oh, but
Really?
it's good.
But I would have asked beforehand, like, is anyone meat, no meat, vegetarian, allergies?
No.
Nothing with scales though,
Whoa.
out of respect.
Oh. Out of respect for who?
Looking at the skeleton.
Oh, he's dead.
You assume gender.
You can tell by the hip displacement that is clearly a male dragon.
She had hip dysplasia.
I got a 14. I got a 14 on my medicine check. I can tell if a skeleton's male or female.
That's 20. She had hip dysplasia.
Overruled.
Josiah's hold the bowl out. Can I have more space, please?
Oh, yes.
Roll acrobatics to see if you drop the whole thing of soup.
No, I have proficiency.
I have proficiency in salt bay.
Yeah.
I cast a spell to have proficiency in this.
So what? You're familiar with the area. What was this?
Well, I was familiar with the area, but it has changed a lot. Would it be safe to say that last time I was here, this was like verdant?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Before
was
the-
verdant. These were homes, small settlements. Yes, there were monsters, but like the same everywhere.
Horrible.
So by the state of how decayed this dragon is, and how brittle the bones are, it's been a very long time since you've been here.
When did the scar open up?
It's been a while. It's like everybody living has always lived with the scar there. Like,
That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay.
and we can recall that if there was not enough information provided previously.
Is it weird that we haven't encountered anyone else?
I mean, we've encountered other people, but just too late. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a dark joke.
No. It's fair.
I was just gonna. Valerie will take her bowl of soup and walk the outer perimeter of the building.
Like as soon as Cassius finishes his soup, he's gonna lay down. Small man.
And y'all are placed randomly, so please feel free to replace yourselves however you want.
I have Belle wash the dishes, and then I will take first watch. Like, lick them clean.
Oh God.
Upon seeing that, I just put my fold down.
Where do you see water for me to wash them?
I wave my hand at them and clean them with precipitation.
Thank you, Cosias.
Yeah. The least I can do after a fine meal.
I mean, it was just a bunch, it's just a bit of bone and the puppy, so it's not that big a deal.
Puppy?
Yes, what do you call small moo puppies?
Moo puppy?
Yes, they have the horns, they're kind of furry.
Cow.
Yes, but a baby one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not puppies, calves.
I mean, fair.
I thought calves were on the back of your leg.
Yes. Same word. Different, very vastly different.
Common is strange. You
Although
should not
both-
have the same word for two things.
Both are very meaty. And have bones.
Well, I will take the first watch if anyone would like to sleep.
And settle down.
I
Just
also.
like,
Once I make a full circuit, I'll come back to the.
I would like to crawl up kind of to this corner of the building and kind of like be up to
Where's
where I
the?
get where the pelvis is, kind of where you have Belle currently. So just kind of being up there so I can see further out.
15.
Is everyone going to bed?
Yeah. I'll stay up. Climb up next to you.
So, Valerie, how are you?
Weary. This is an odd place.
But it is not every day you get called on a grand adventure. Trust me, there are many boring days.
Yeah, I was not expecting so much excitement so quickly.
We are definitely fish out of water in this group.
I'm not a fish.
It is an expression.
Oh. We were in water.
We are the odd humanoids out.
That I guess that's
We are
true.
strange to the companions that we travel with.
Yes. I'm not sure how long I'll be with this group.
It could be for the rest of your life.
However long or short that may be,
If we die tomorrow.
it will have been an exciting one.
Have you traveled much of the Exandria?
Only with mercenary groups.
So you didn't
Not
really
much.
get friendly with the locals?
No. What I did for coin.
Coin is overrated.
And yet you cannot survive without it in most
I mean,
places.
I can. You would have trouble, yes, and Belle, but... Of
Belle needs coin?
course, Belle must eat. She must sleep.
Can she not eat? Well, I mean, this landscape notwithstanding, can she not live off the land?
I guess she could. She's a very spoiled horse.
Oh. And whose fault is that?
Imagine who. Probably her parents.
That's true. I know. In my culture, it takes a firm hand to raise someone strong.
In your culture, you are also trained from birth to horribly murder whole planes of beings. So maybe there is lessons to be picked out, but not wholly understood.
Not
You
many
are
people
better.
know of me and my people.
You are better than your people, Valerie. And if no one has ever told you that, you deserve to hear it. You are on a righteous path.
I'm trying.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I like to stab people too. It's fun. It is a fun activity. But you just gotta learn who is okay to stab.
If this had been a different time, if this had been years ago, all of you would have met the end of my blade by now.
Oh, I doubt it. We probably would have still been friends.
In a moment of quiet, I wanted to listen and see if I hear anything.
Unluckily for you, there is no.
No, quiet.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is not a single sound but the rustle of wind somewhere far overhead as you kind of see the clouds lazily passing. And as you watch and listen, they cover Carta, blacking out the landscape with only Ruidus and its crescent form left to light what's below. Now just the embers of your fire with your companions sleeping around it, being the brightest what you can see.
You should get some sleep.
I could say the same for you.
I don't sleep much anymore.
Someday you'll tell me why.
Someday. Someday.
I'll slide off the bone and...
Would you like help?
Nope. I'm fine. I'll jump.
No, I meant getting to sleep.
Oh. No.
It'd be funny, just sleep.
Into the fire.
Oh no! Are you waking anyone to replace you?
Um.
I just kind of look at the horizon.
Okay. I'll lay down.
The horizon.
As you lay down, there's a change in the light itself.
Mm-hmm.
As above, the moon seems to still be covered, but suddenly Ruidus is filling. That crescent shape expanding and expanding in a matter of seconds until full, both of you seeing a red glow shedding on the land around you.
Is this normal?
No.
Fuck.
Okay, maybe we should wake them up.
I'll char.
Wait.
Long char.
What happened? Whoa.
I cast light on Cosias's nose.
I never said I wanted to sleep.
Oh, well, I still cast light on your nose.
Oh, are we thinking? No, you're... So should we do like Arcana or Nature? Because if this is not normal, then I guess I would Arcana. What do I think is happening? Ooh.
I'll say Dax, it's up to you if the light on Casias's nose would wake you. Or
I probably would.
Okay. So now all awake, you can all kind of see this red hue lightly tinting everything around you.
Sorry, I'm 23 on Arcana.
I'm gonna pull my weapons out.
So this is abnormal. What you can tell from kind of the history is that Ruidus seems to behave out of the regular always. It's always kind of funky in its path.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
have a set orbit. It doesn't have set phases. It kind of just does its own thing. Full moons are always a sign of ill omen. They're always a sign of something in the world horrible happening.
Well, that's unfortunate. That can't be about us.
And we are not getting paid enough.
What does it mean?
It means
Omen.
ill omen. Yeah.
So things are going to get worse before they get better.
I'm hard pressed to think of what would be worse than being attacked every time we try to sleep. But yes,
Mage hand slap you.
Oh no!
I
Don't
reach
say
down and give it a low five.
Don't say that.
And almost as quickly as it started, the cloud moves off of Kafka, and Ruidus seems to fade back into a crescent, the opposite direction you saw it earlier, but the light red tint begins to lift and be returned to illumination via natural moonlight.
Praise Katha.
It's a very strange point.
Well, back to bed for the children.
You rolled an Arcana check, right?
Mhm.
Something feels off in your body.
Oh. How do I investigate that further? Meditate or...
You can
Or-
meditate. You can kind of give a flex, try to do something kind of any way that you'd like to investigate. You're welcome to.
Okay, so I guess I would maybe try to do detect magic again with, and just try to flex out a spell if my body feels weird. And maybe I will stand up and, yeah. Okay, so I detect magic again.
Okay. Spending a detect magic, there is this very light additional buzz coming from all of your companions in the same shade as if that moonlight was still falling upon them.
Whoa, me too?
Yes.
Oh boy.
What's wrong?
I just sense magic on all of our bodies now. As if we were contaminated.
Can I do identify as a ritual?
What are you identifying?
If there's any spells that are currently affecting us.
Okay, so identify will give you a spell that's affecting.
Yeah, if you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are affecting it.
Okay. So yes. Who are you touching?
I'll touch Sharp.
There.
If she'll let me.
Sure.
So there's not a spell name that you can get from this identify. There is what appears to be a curse.
So good news, there's no spell. Bad news, there might be a curse.
I hiss at you. What? What kind of curse?
Don't know. Just bad stuff.
Okay, so I will cast Lesser Restoration on Cassius. What does that look like? Okay. Lightning,
That spell won't affect
Lesser
curses.
Restoration. I
Let her
do
what
this.
she does.
I
No,
go.
in my head.
I don't. I put one hand up here, one hand like under your belly, and I like
Clear.
a little zap of lightning. Restoration. Nothing happens.
The red tint remains.
How high up are the walls of the ruins?
It's a good like 10, 12 feet.
Is there a part of the wall that I can, like, it's slanted or something? I'd like to scale the wall and get a highest vantage
I thought
point.
we were just sitting.
No, but up across from, like, I want to be on the wall itself.
Yeah, you can kind of see in the ruins here where like a pillar is fallen. You can use that to climb up.
All right. I want to get up on the wall and try and walk the edge of it as much as I can just to get an eye out.
Not for nothing, but we really should be getting some sleep.
Can I
And
get?
sleep.
There's a gap here where a window was.
Okay.
Can I get just an acrobatics check to
Sure.
go across it? With disadvantage.
No.
2.
You,
Wait, no, 8.
You
Minus my plus instead of. So 8.
you do fall between the window here. Can I get a dex save?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, with disadvantage.
14.
Okay, you're able to stop yourself from taking damage as you do that, but you land in the spot of this broken window.
Maybe you're tired.
We should sleep and see if this goes away.
This is very unsettling. I lay back down.
I'm going to sit up with my hands on my knees. I don't know if I'm going to sleep. What? I'm distrustful now.
I know. I'm so tempted to cast sleep on you now.
All right, as you all
It's to spell sleep.
begin to bed down with Sean on top of the dragon's skeleton, that is where we'll take a break. Welcome back. We just established that as a group, we love Google. And with that,
Whitefish.
the next morning has dawned. All of you awakening in that desert chill. The fire now entirely ash and embers, and just the shadows of the walls and skeleton casting across the room as the sun is in the sky.
As I wake up, I vaguely recall people talking about curses last night, so I would like to do a self-check to see if anything feels off, if anything's disattached, or if I have any new scars.
Your body seems
Everything normal?
as expected.
Well, I'm okay. Everyone else okay?
Who isn't a little bit cursed?
I'm
more
not
asking.
being a bird abnormal. You are still a bird, but
I feel okay.
Do I feel fun?
So we must carry on.
Sean, any mischief from last night?
No, it's a very quiet night.
Would you tell us if there was mischief?
100%.
They did tell us that was the moon mischief.
moonshine.
Or did we not wake you up for that?
I was
You were
jostled.
with that, for that, yeah.
No one woke me up. No, but I did.
He said that you're light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It woke me up, and no one was like, "Hey, Dax, we need to tell you something," which I won't hold over anyone's head. Maybe Sean's.
We saw you wake up, so why would we wake you up then?
I'll throw a rock at you next time to make sure that you're
Anyway,
lightly on the beat.
Anyway.
Everyone awake did see Valray fall from a fairly easy jump. That like should not have been a problem.
I do not publicly shame her by asking.
Yeah, I
about it.
don't
just
say
let it
anything
go.
about that.
So why did you fall from such an easy
I
jump?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be making a thing. Just as though like you all were aware that this happened.
Gotcha.
Do you feel like it was the curse?
Everyone tried to jump as high as they can.
Jump.
Don't even try.
Yeah, you're old.
You're old, don't jump. Old man can't jump.
Old white men can't jump. no.
I think if you'd like to, you're welcome to with disadvantage.
Oh, damn!
Aw, that was
funny. But you said disadvantage?
Yeah.
What are we rolling for?
And what
If
am I
you're
adding
jumping.
to this?
If you're jumping,
acro?
to see how high you can jump with disadvantage.
So that means
Can't
Is that
nat
athletics?
20 negate
Yes.
Okay.
disadvantage?
So,
Oh, I don't add anything.
or 16. I have a 16.
so
I got double 15s.
in plain view of everybody, the Aarakocra, I got a 9 to see how high I can jump.
Yeah, everybody that got above a 10, if you got like a 16, you can get real high. If you got like 15, you can get decently high. 12, naturally high. With a 9, you do not land on your feet.
Everyone saw that.
Flat on your ass.
See, not everybody's. Sometimes things happen.
I go over to help Dax up.
I accept your help.
Sometimes things happen.
Yes, we must be cursed.
But I mean, I jumped fine right now, so it obviously isn't the curse. It was just my
The
feet
curse
split.
must be transferring.
Did I transfer it to you in the middle of the night?
You know,
What did you do
the
to me
cart
in my
doesn't
sleep?
pack itself.
We were
Don't touch
discussing
I
what,
don't want it back.
what did you do to me in my sleep?
Curses
Nothing.
don't transfer.
I am okay with cuddling between friends. I just need to be told about it.
I'm not a cuddler.
Well,
I
I'm
think
not
you are a
anymore
cuddler.
either.
You just don't tell people you are.
Glare. Such a death glare. Matthias.
There is an old Marquesian saying that says, to cuddle get Yankee is to court death.
What?
I think she's cuddling.
Jeez. Okay, we're all
put them
feeling a
back.
bit cranky. Remember, Ruidus caused this, so let's keep that in perspective. We shouldn't fight.
Sean kind of coughs, looking at all the stuff that still needs to be put on the cards.
I start throwing things
I
in the cart.
pretend to start helping you, but I don't.
As I'm studying my spell book, I have a mage hand that is helping you.
Carrying 10 pounds worth of stuff at
Yeah.
a time.
I roll up my stuff and I put my stuff in the cart.
Oh, okay, great. Including your giant chunk of bone that we have to carry now.
Yes, of course I put that in the cart. Which, by the way, how good of the whittling? How much whittling did I get done?
Give me just
Only a whittle.
Carpent's tools.
using natural claws, we can do just a straight dexterity.
Actually, I think I might try to. I also want to get a rib that's like something I could carve into like a staff. But I want to do it so that he doesn't see me, so it doesn't look like I.
I'm not copying him. I'm not copying you. Just pick one up off the
Anyway,
ground.
that's just yeah.
There is a big piece of
aside.
bone on the ground over here. You could.
Yeah, there's a few that you could grab over there.
Okay, so if there's something that I could ultimately get into a staff, ooh, a dragon bone staff. That's a fucking badass thing. Okay.
And then you can enchant it later.
Yeah, you
There you
had a
go.
good idea, but I'm not going to give you credit for it.
And with your vestige.
Yeah, I got my earring
And-
too.
Dax, what did you get from that dex check? It did not have to be a disadvantage because you were doing it last night.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so you got a good like half of this thing carved down.
Okay.
How are you carving it? Are you carving like details or like glyphs? Or,
Last night I was getting the
or
basic
you're just
shape.
trying to get the shape? Okay.
So I probably at some point broke off a few pieces that I didn't need, and I'm just like getting it down from a big bone down to just.
Are you gonna do a staff, or are you gonna do like a dagger? Or?
It's somewhere between the sizes of the short sword and a dagger,
Okay. Cool.
which we can just use
I guess
dagger stats if we need.
I guess I asked those questions to you in real life, but or in the game, but like not giving you credit. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, so I kind of sidle up to you as we're walking, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, how far did you get on that?"
Well, I got rid of a lot of material that I don't think I'll need. I'm starting to see a shape come to be, but we'll see what comes out.
Are you finding a lot of bone dust coming off of it?
Yes, it smelled horrible.
It seems like it could be very interesting for necromantic spells. Is that what you have in mind?
It's not what I had in mind, but that's a good point.
That's kind of what I have in mind. I don't know much about that area. But...
I don't either, but actually, if you ever want assistance, let me know. I can't say I'm adverse to the use of necromancy.
Interesting. I try to hide the bone I have taken, but it's obvious that I am carrying it.
It extends way below your arm as you're walking.
Are you aware that you're concealing a large piece of bone?
Oh yeah, I mean, your idea was sound. I think. Yeah, I grabbed one too.
I'm happy to help. I will not take any public credit.
You're using your actual claws?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, yeah. What am I gonna use? Do Dragonborn have claws?
Not sharp.
Not in like
Yeah.
the claw
Yeah.
sense. Okay, interesting.
I could lend you a knife.
Yeah, I think that's what I do.
Right. Are you all setting off from the camp here back
Yeah.
onto the main road? Continuing along the Emerald Loop?
How far along had we gotten so far? I'm trying to remember where we had been. So about at the P. Did I remember that correctly?
We probably peed a few times.
Okay.
I would say...
And that is part of D&D that we never really explore,
Yeah.
right? We need to
Yeah.
talk about bowel movement. No, I'm joking. I'm so sorry.
roll
Did you
for...
see the Dora the Explorer movie, the live action one? No. There's a reference to that
Oh my God.
where the live action Dora is like, you always gotta have your poop shovel. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, y'all have ended up roughly in the L at this point.
Okay,
As
great.
far as things go.
We're at the Lul.
The Lou.
Which L? There's two. Oh no, there's two L's.
The world may never know.
You did click the map, so I do know which L.
Yeah.
They're really close together, though.
Okay, I'm assuming the L in oof.
Yes.
Yes, we're in loop.
That's so sad.
So Zach's.
The barbed field.
Excellent. So continuing on with the morning, almost immediately after coming down the hill, as if
Oh God.
the fates were
Oh, God.
waiting, this copse of trees from what is left here.
What
Why the?
is
Culture circling.
Is that Donkey Kong?
That is Donkey Kong. And he is donkeying no more. No, there is the corpse of an Udok, which is an enormous ape-like demon that's prowled the wastes of Jorha since the Calamity. It seems to have been punctured with countless spears and axes and is slowly melting into a pool of black ichor.
All right, we don't need to stop.
You can see that around it there are corpses of about a dozen humanoids in hide armor that clearly have been the ones to take it down with all of these spears coming out of it. And apologies, 24 humans wearing hide armor, as well as the bodies of warriors and their horses, like you've seen at the previous sites, with these emerald guards being taken down in seemingly high numbers from these random demon attacks. And it looks like there are carrion birds circling the battlefield about 300 feet up from where you all are entering in this top corner.
Do I recognize any of the? You said so. There's guards. The other humanoids that are within this group, are they just? Do they look like villagers, mercenaries? I'm just trying to see if I recognize any of the people from who I've run with before.
These are majority seemingly like outland rangers,
Okay.
non-official members of the guard itself, but they're assisting with this combat. In that, could you roll me a percentage die?
Okay. D100, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, where'd you go? 37.
How close are y'all getting to this battlefield?
Do I see
It
a dagger
does.
sheath on anyone?
The road itself, and I can't really draw this out, but the road itself runs pretty much along this path.
How difficult would it be for our cart to divert from the battleground? Like, is the terrain around the road make it impassable?
You would have to backtrack a little bit and get out of this copse of trees. Right now, with the trees, it would be hard to get the cart around and through them. If you go back maybe like 100 yards, you could skirt around the edge of this.
Is it worth going around?
I say we just keep going for it.
It's only 100 yards back.
Okay.
What is that?
You're the bells leading.
You said that ape thing is like melting.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of turning into this black ichor, is it? How do we say that word, y'all?
Ichor?
Ichor? Okay, thank you.
It's icky.
It is icky.
I think that's where icky comes from.
Ichor. Yeah, so melting into ichor as... Yes, it is melting into a black ichor in the middle of the clearly forearms. That
I'd just like to point out that corpses seemingly don't like to stay corpses in this area.
I'm not fighting you on that.
Well,
I
and
think
someone
we
was
should
talking of
leave.
necromancy, therefore now might be the opportunity.
Not unguided. I need at least a book first. I'm not that stupid.
So are we going back?
I would like to go back and
Let's-
go around.
Let's go around.
As you start turning around, Cassius is like muttering up right now. To the police.
Excellent. You are able to make it out of this little thicket, working your way around, seeing through the dead and broken branches, the smoke raising from these flaming arrows and spears, and the smell of burning hair and flesh as this Udak continues to dissolve.
The loss of life on this road is kind of astronomical.
It is crazy. But while the majority of this space is just open, desolate waste, there are little thickets like you just came across, as well as the places where the foothills of these mountains incur on the ground here. Especially as you get nearer to the bend, heading towards Bazazan itself. Coming around, following the path, you come along one of these spaces where the
Fuck are those?
Don't worry about it. We'll find out.
foothills incur upon the path. You hear a wild yell rounding the corner, as in the distance there seems to be a tiefling on the back of this large Please come up and show me.
What the fuck is a doot doot?
Can I do a nature to see whatever these things are?
Or what a doot doot is?
Oh, the Moorbounders.
You can.
Aw. I
Is
love
it like a
Moorbounders.
sheep panther?
It's like a giant. Yeah, the Moorbounders are
Are
cool.
those frog pupils? Is that what that is?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's a sheep panther.
That's exactly what they are. Sheep panthers.
I like them.
Can I make a history check?
For history?
Yeah, just to see if I've ever seen one of these before.
Oh, sure.
Like Margar note. I'm like, oh, the moon boundaries. I don't know.
I'm not going to bother using a roll on it. I think it's a sheep panther, too. It's a sheep panther.
That's what it looks like.
I've been running around
That's
this
obviously.
area.
Yeah.
And I rolled.
Yeah, you definitely can.
It's a history.
You can do it's a nature or
Nature. They're the same.
history if you want to do memory.
Okay. Memory. Yeah. History. Is it with disadvantage
Memory.
still?
It is with disadvantage still.
Okay. 15 and 16. So 15.
Yeah, that's a moorbounder. They are absolutely deadly if you run into them on their own, but they are often used as mounts.
Yeah.
And you
That I
can
know.
see that the tiefling seems to be hanging on for dear life to this mount. Everybody, just a heads up, if the hint wasn't already picked up, everybody is rolling disadvantage for all ability checks and saves.
Fuck. Yep.
There
I'm
are
approaching carefully. I'm sticking to these rock sides.
Whereas I was just about to shout at her.
That's fine. You can do that.
Are we in the
I'm
cart or
trying
no?
to be careful.
it's up to y'all how you decided to
I mean, I
travel.
feel like we should still move forward, but carefully.
This would really get the second floor.
I'm sitting in the cart.
What ho? Are you having difficulty with your mount?
As you are
I was gonna shout at her.
For it.
Yeah, we just see a bandaged face.
Just tilts at you.
You can see
want
as you
one of
get
those.
closer that this tiefling is hanging down close to the moorbounder's back, as the other two, on either side of it, are circling slowly. The one that it's riding is looking from side to side, trying to keep both of the other moorbounders in its sights as much as possible.
Okay.
But they do seem to be closing in, and
Cool.
with its jerking movements, it seems like the tiefling is having a difficult time maintaining that mount.
Okay. Lovely.
It snarls at the other two as they come closer, occasionally bucking as soon as one is behind it, as soon as they're out of its sight, take leaps forward to try and nip at the legs of the mounted creature.
Does it seem like they're trying to get the mount or the
It's the only
tiefling or
response
the?
you get.
Oh, okay.
It
Seems like they're trying to get the tiefling or the moorbender.
It isn't totally clear. They are attacking the moorbounder when they go in for those little bites, but it's not sure. You're not sure if like they're trying to make it buck or what they're trying to get out of it.
One of the ones that lunges at the moorbounder, I will guiding bolt it.
Guiding bolt it? Okay.
And I was going to I'm going to start hugging that pillar on, what is it, the left-hand side?
Here?
So,
Or
yeah.
other side? Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to start hugging that and going towards that moorbounder over there. So, if you want to.
Okay, so I can put you there. And then were you still on the cart at that point or getting
I'm on bell.
Okay. So I'll move this just a smidge forward. Excuse me. Everybody else is still in the cart?
Helena's.
I'm gonna start. Yeah, I am gonna start creeping towards. Let's see. So you shot guiding bolt at one. I'm gonna start creeping towards the other moorbounder.
And I'm sorry, Sean, which of the moorbounders were you shooting at?
Whichever one lunged at the
Okay, this guy.
Okay. So from my sleeve, a bit of blood coalesces into a long sphere that I then shunt forward into the moorbounder.
All right, so that'll be a save from the moorbounder.
No, it's an attack roll.
Okay, great.
Does that get disadvantage?
It's an ability check, right?
It is not. It's an attack roll.
Okay. There was some reason in my mind that I was thinking that we considered.
Ability check and attack roll are specifically different because when you have exhaustion, attack rolls get affected at a higher exhaustion level.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
So 23.
All right, that'll hit.
Our spells. Disgusting.
21. Piercing.
21 piercing.
Magical piercing.
Right.
And I'm getting out of the cart as well, kind of following next to Char.
Minus 21. It screeches, and I need all of you to roll for. And sorry, where were you going to be, Dax?
Now, initiative is an
I'm getting
ability
by
check.
by Char.
Is it?
It is.
Okay, it was this one that took the guiding bolt there.
So, initiative with disadvantage.
Yes. All right. Sean?
12.
Dax?
18.
With this?
Double 15s.
Oh, good for you, bud.
Oh, what the hell?
+1 initiative. Oh, stupid. You said 18. I saw your armor class. I was like, oh.
All right. 18 for Dax. Can I get Cassius?
18 as well.
All right. Who has the higher Dex? I'm assuming
I'm
Dax.
assuming me.
All right. Char?
That's 3.
6.
Right. And Valray.
8.
And for our buddies, our little friends, that's going to be.
Disadvantage, Colter.
I want
Oh,
to
no,
ride
not
one.
they're not
Get
disadvantage.
one of these fucking war bounders.
They
More
didn't.
boundaries are
As
awesome.
soon as they popped up, I was like, Helena wants one.
Oh Lord. Okay. Great.
Yay!
And lastly, Justice.
We
His
probably
head.
could buy one tamed somewhere. We don't have to tame one of these wild ones.
What the hell?
Maybe I do.
Where's the challenge in that?
Maybe I do. It's like the effort will be even more.
I just feel like forced domestication.
We can have that discussion, Sean.
Slavery.
Looks at Belle.
She was born in captivity.
Can you keep her in it?
Does it look like she's in captivity? She wandered around a carnival with you guys for a day.
All right, so that is going to bring us to Dex.
Hooray! So first thing I'm going to do is change into my hybrid form. So,
Remind us what that looks like.
so I kind of rear my head back, and as my hood comes off, it's more of the beak turns into a snout, and it's really upsetting because there's still like stump wing things on my back, but they're just like smaller. And yeah, this
Now you have like hands.
now I have like, yeah,
Well, Eric Coker always have
Oh,
hands.
they always have hands.
but the talons come out on both sides and everything. And yeah, it's this weird, like mostly werewolf, but still some bird features thing. And it's upsetting. It's unsettling, not upsetting.
Unsettling.
It's unsettling. And with
I
that,
think it's beautiful.
thank you. I will never forget you.
Never.
And then they kiss.
Never. Never.
Yeah,
It
it's
would
hard
be
to kiss
awkward
with
for
a beak.
both of us.
With his weird upsetting snout.
And my completely covered face.
Can we even see your eyes?
No, because of the hood.
And then so as I transform, and then as I start running over there, I cut my own arms, activating my Crimson Right. So I'm leaving a small trail of blood. I take 1d4 necrotic damage. Eat 1d4. There we go. Okay, I take 4 damage, but then I add 4 to every damage. And then I run over to the one that got blood ball poked.
Wait, so the one that got hit before?
Yes.
This guy.
And then I'm going to attack. I can't remember if I get 2 attacks per action. Attacks per action 1, so I get 1 this round. And not disadvantage on an attack, right?
No.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Excellent. Three plus 4 is 7, plus the additional 4 is 11 damage.
This one's not looking super happy.
And I don't look super happy either.
You hear it make a combination of hurt cat sound and a little bit of a croak at the end.
After
they
I,
are frogs?
then after that, you just hear an from me.
Weird.
Anything else, Dax?
That's it for my turn.
It's Ayaz.
So we've only hit one, right?
Yes.
Please don't kill them. I shout, whether you listen to me or not.
Toggle non-lethal damage.
Well, I'm just gonna firebolt it.
First it was the Matt Mercer effect, now it's the Larian effect.
Which one are you fireballing?
The one that we
Storytelling
not
name.
fireball, firebolt.
Bolting.
Yeah, the one that we've hit before.
Okay.
16,
That will hit.
5 fire damage.
It yelps again as it begins to seemingly try and shrink backwards from all of this impending harm. Anything else, Caius?
No.
That'll bring us to the tiefling. The tiefling yells, "Don't hurt them! They're just misunderstood. They're not trying to cause any harm. Just scare them off! Scare them off!"
Could you speak in common, please? Your accent is so thick.
It's all right, rice pudding. Calm down. And that'll bring us to Sean.
I'm going to immediately, centering on the injured one, sleep. So,
Injured one.
Y'all really gonna try and do this? Okay.
well, I mean,
what?
my friend has asked me to do a thing.
We're gonna figure out how moorbounders get transported across the world.
What? War
What?
members?
Moorbounders.
Oh, more. Oh, duh. That's what we're.
1,
They're getting
2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. 16?
It collapses to the
Yes.
ground and just starts to.
And then as a bonus action, I will take the blood that's pooled from my spear and cast spiritual weapon at the other one. Do we need both?
I
Didn't she just ask us not to kill them?
mean, I guess
wait.
I just want one.
I can't do spiritual weapon and sleep. So that will be my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Valray.
All right, seeing as this one has already been managed, I will run up to the second moorbounder and use my hand axes to attack. And these are, we said, not with disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
So straight roll. Oh, my
thank
god.
On my turn, I will dismount from Belle and move in front of her.
So that's a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, offhand.
No.
I'm not going to do that much damage.
I know. I'm rooting
Natural
against
20.
you. Damn it! You're
Nice.
gonna kill it in one hit.
No.
Wait, you're killing the one that I put to sleep?
No, she's after the
I
other.
went to the other one.
Oh, I thought that's the one I was attacking. Okay.
Okay, so double damage.
Okay.
So damage max plus roll.
15.
So double damage.
So double max, right?
No, you
No,
got
do
max
max plus
damage
roll.
plus a
And
1
she
die.
got max roll.
Okay, and then double that.
No.
No.
See,
Sorry.
that's why-
I
okay.
was saying double because you got the max.
Got it.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was making it more
So
confusing.
1d6 plus 3 is 9, right? Plus the 6 that I just rolled is 15.
Yeah.
15 damage.
And that's why Coulter said double damage, because you did the
Right.
max
I
you
said
could
double
possibly
max.
do.
So that
Okay,
was my
got it. I was like,
Oh, right. It lurches back, coming up on its hind legs as those tusks looming above you in the air, the yellow eyes looking in multiple directions at the same time.
as a free action, can I shout, down? Sure, I have a -1 on that. Let's see how this goes.
Oh wow.
3!
It
Double 4s.
doesn't seem to hear you
No.
and stays up, I guess, because it has to, it's failure. Like,
Doesn't listen.
we will come down to Shar.
Okay, I cast Crown of Madness at the one that Valray is fighting.
All right, so that'll be a wisdom save from it.
It is. And what does this look like? I guess it's like I point my staff down and like a bolt comes down from the sky to like try to form a crown on their head. A lightning crown.
I like it.
I can't do
Kind
it.
of
on-
madness is only on a humanoid.
Okay. Is that something that
So,
like would I know that? Because I would still try to cast that. Unless I like knew that it didn't work on humanoids. Or not
you know,
humanoids.
let's, to be fair, because I'm sorry, because we keep disrupting with corrections, and I apologize for that. I would say you would be aware of that. Like in your training, you would know like this is something that gets used on sentient humanoid
try it.
creatures. Okay. It got a 13.
Okay, that's over what the save is.
So it succeeds either way. So we now don't know if these are humanoids or
Still
not.
don't know. Yeah, still don't know.
They could morph into humanoids in their sleep, you know? Nobody knows the mating habits of the moorbounders.
That's true.
It's like eels.
Wild-shaped druid, a beast, or a humanoid?
It's an eel.
That's where they go.
And then, so no effect on this one.
Okay, so and then I will run up to it as well.
All right, that brings us to it.
I'm like trying to soothe it. I'm like, calm down.
Okay,
We're
so
not yelled
Be
at it.
enslaved by my magic.
Yeah, sorry that the magic didn't work that I tried to use to, muddle your brain.
Char, does a 13 hit you?
Char?
No, sorry, Valray, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, it tries to slam a tusk at you and misses
Okay.
out of the way, but in turning around, it will turn back to Char. Does an 18 hit you?
No. Or yes, of course it does.
As it comes back from that and raises a paw with these claws glistening, it brings down for 13 slashing damage.
Okay. If I do shield, could I have done my shield?
Yeah.
So I actually, when a creature misses me with a melee attack, I can use a reaction and expend a superiority die for riposte to make a melee attack against it.
Okay, so we'll get so do that first and then we'll get the shield.
Okay, so melee attack. That's another natural 20. Plus
Judge.
my 5, 25. Wait, she fell out of it. 20.
We need
Okay.
a dice inspection.
That's the 1. That's the 20. Okay, and it was a different die that I used this time too. So it's another, 9 plus
Those
3
guys really don't want
12.
to mouth.
damage. And I'm going to go for if it's up like this, I'm going for the back legs to try and get it to calm down.
Down.
Down!
Down, boy.
Yes.
As it hits the ground, it reaches out to try and slash against Char. And Char, you said you were using a shield?
Yeah, but it still hits me.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so for
So
13
the 13,
slashing.
right?
Add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. Oh shit. Okay, 1d8. Plus 7. Fuck. 19? So it would 19 total, so another 7.
All right. We've run into some interesting places here. That is going to bring us to Dax. Because that was the end of the Moorbounder's turn. Oh, this Moorbounder, the second that all happens, as it hits and then realizes how damaged his back legs are, this kind of blue-green blood beginning to seep into the dirt below, it is going to turn tail and attempt to run. So you both have attack of opportunity if you choose.
Can I grab it?
Oh, I guess yours might have been.
No, my reaction was
So,
done.
but you would
Yeah.
have an attack of opportunity. if you
Well,
like.
but I use shield reaction as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it is gone.
Goodbye.
I yell.
There's still the sleeping one.
I know, but it hurt me. Now I don't like them.
That was a fair amount of damage. As this happens, the Moorbounder that was there before starts to calm down as you see the tiefling stroking its ears from down its neck, and it begins to settle into a panting form as the tiefling sits up more straight.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Gotta say I'm okay now. This is a bit of a mess I left myself into, so appreciate y'all coming along.
Shaw, should I be bounding this one with ropes or what?
I don't care anymore.
Okay.
I walk off.
Can it be tamed?
Well, those ones are bristled, and I've got a non-bristled. So, I mean, technically, yes, but...
How
I've
does
seen it-
one remove the bristles?
Oh, it's like the breed.
I hold up my claws.
No.
I don't think we want to hurt it.
No.
All I'm saying is they are great companions if you can get them to come down like rice pudding here.
I'll put my hand out for rice pudding to sniff.
And you get like a little... It kind of gingerly moves towards you in that slinky way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get sandpaper.
Yummy.
I do the same. I approach with a hand out.
I'll pat the side.
As comes around, doesn't bite down, but just sucks your hand into its mouth. And you get the
Like you.
sandpaper along the palm.
I have made a friend.
Boy, bro, wouldn't leave it in there for more than a few seconds.
I would like to secure the Moorbounder. And then as it comes to me, I will cast Borrowed Knowledge to give me animal handling and enhance ability to give me advantage on wisdom saves.
So you're bounding it to the ground?
Like I'm bounding it to where it can't run away or bite me.
Okay.
Wouldn't it just
So-
go a while? Can't we just move on?
Give me a
Only lasts for a minute.
give me a survival for the bindings.
Survival's also wisdom, so I just roll normally. 9.
Look fine.
Well done. Good knots.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the bristle ones, they I can't keep an accent tonight. I'm so sorry. From what I've heard, the bristle ones, like, they're rotted at tame, but if you get one, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Trade off.
I don't think we have time to tame a wild beast while we're
Of course. Let's go.
Did you happen to see any other travelers in this direction?
Not on my route so far. I'm heading. I'm gonna drop it. I'm heading towards the Emerald Loop caravan to meet with my group. I don't have anything on me. Justice. By the way, Justice. It kind of leans down.
Valray.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for saving me. Justice.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for saving me.
Cassian.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for saving me.
With the wet hand. Dex.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for saving me.
The Sean.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Thank you for saving me. Those are not very tight.
I will do it again.
I don't have anything.
19.
No.
No, but you're going to the caravan stop?
Which way is that?
It's along the path here, pointing the direction that we're on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're heading that direction, yes.
I have to be there yesterday.
Oh,
so
then-
I'm not going to wait for y'all, but I will have something for you. Find me. Find Justice when you're there. Find Justice.
Travel lightly.
Dax, help me get... No, Valerie, help me get Moorbounder on the wagon.
He pats rice pudding. Go, and the Moorbounder that he's on just takes off. You can kind of see a pillar of dust behind it as it goes down the pathway.
And that's why you like more boundaries.
Terrible stink to those things anyway.
They do kind of smell like pond water's been licking itself.
Still saying stink.
Pond water forgot to brush its teeth this morning.
Yuck.
I will also tend to its wounds.
I hurry along ahead.
Wait, are you trying to load it on the cart? Mm-hmm. So they are this size.
Yeah, they're
So there
giant
will not be
now.
room for anybody else on the carts.
I'm not getting paid much by these people.
But more bounder head away from the...
Bell, of course.
Yes, thank you.
I'm just gonna hurry, like ahead, not ahead, but I'm gonna walk ahead because I'm annoyed.
I would like to wake it and just try one animal handling at it, and then put it back to sleep. Nothing else.
Okay. And did you already tend to its wounds?
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do to tend to its wounds?
Oh, just like medicine, not like actual heal
got it,
but like stop it from losing
Getting
anymore.
infected or yeah. Okay. Okay, so how are you going to get it onto the cart? Are you dragging it?
Valray, help me.
Both help
Yes.
it? Okay, can I get strength checks from both of you?
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Or if one of you's helping the other, you can give the help and that person's one at disadvantage, but...
You go then. I'll help you.
16.
Okay. That first roll is going to get it about to here.
All right.
I'm gonna go follow Char.
12.
I'll go
These
with
guys are
you.
gone. It is getting real heavy.
Val, can you move? Can you bring the cart? Bring the cart. Move the cart. Why are we
Why are we working
why are
harder,
we
not
taking the
smarter?
mountain from us?
Why are we taking it at all?
Natural 20.
Okay. With that, the two of you working together can get it onto the back of the cart. There is now only space for 2 people on the wagon.
Yes.
I was walking anyway.
And so are Char and Cassius. The two of you having kind of started on the way while all of this was happening, I will turn to you. There are, I'd say, another mile or so within these cliff faces to walk between, but you can see far in the distance where they would break out into open again.
Seeing those two go off and then seeing the one being tied up and tried to put in the cart, I'm going to follow Cassius.
While we're walking, can I do like a perception check to look around us and see if there's any like ambush places?
Disadvantage?
It's skill checks too. Oh, 10.
It's craggly, but they'd be real high up. So they might have a hard time hitting you from up there.
So, what, where are we going again?
We're following the other.
We're going to Bazar's
More.
Inn.
Why are we going there?
There's the vestige. There's information about the vestige there.
What's the vestige again?
Elder Ushru told us.
That magical item.
This is in character.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I think it was some magical item.
Oh, yes, magic. Yes.
It's in my ear.
Well,
As a red light glints off on the side of Char's head.
this canyon's not pretty. I don't like this is what I don't. Do we
Why-
need to talk?
Do we need to talk? Well, I'm pissed, so I'm not really like
Okay.
trying to talk. I'm like hitting the walls with my little bone shard. Stupid little bounder.
That is an effective way of taking off a lot of material that is not needed.
Just the French is gonna break it in half, which will be even more angry.
I somehow think that won't be the last giant skeleton we encounter.
That's fair. That's very fair. You just make light conversation as we're walking.
I'm just like pointing out different pieces of cliff that like that one looks like a whoa.
That one looks like a more not a more bounder.
Very thankful.
You gotta remember the hissing. I hiss a lot.
As you all kind of continue lightly up on the trail, both of you following behind with the truck, there is a occasional rattling in the back of the cart as the moorbounder tries to break free. So you just get a lot of like,
Oh, when he wakes up, I would like to gently talk to him and attempt to
Hello.
handle him.
okay, go ahead.
Hello, friend. Okay, so hang on.
It's doing that thing where it opens its mouth and like cat biting the caravan. It's just like on the wood.
Okay, so that is 26.
With disadvantage?
Well, I have advantage because of enhanceability.
Okay.
Right, so on
it's a
wisdom
flat
check.
roll.
And then I use my class feature to add a d6, which I rolled a 6, and then guidance for a 1.
Why do you all want to fuck me so bad? Okay. It kind of stops biting and stops pressing and then looks at you in like the head side.
Friend?
And then I will, while it's awake, tend to its wounds and like feed it. Are you okay? I'm sorry? Ribbit to you as well, friend. And then I will kind of let it free.
Are you just like cutting the right? Like,
Just kind of like undoing it.
it like very cautiously moves a paw back and stands itself up on the back of the cart, which causes the whole thing to do it. As it looks at you and then looks at Valray ahead of the cart, and you see like a little bit of recognition of hurt in the face, and then looks back at you and jumps off the back,
Oh,
more bounding away into the distance as you see it climb up the crags.
I would like to make eye contact with it as it turns before it leaves.
you just give one little whistle.
Have it know that we are companions. Goodbye, friend.
It's a bird cat frog for some reason.
Like it. Dig it.
As all of you together come to the edge of where this foothill ends, the Moorbounder is left behind, but a debt owed to your party. I guess healing the wounds that you guys caused.
So it knows that it wasn't personal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
business.
Yeah, yeah.
Business. As you all come to where the foothills end, in front of you in this drop, there is almost an oasis-like ring of trees.
Oh, yeah.
It is seems kind of bustling. For the first time, you hear the sounds of speech, just kind of wafting on the wind, the smell of food. And you have made it from
Oh no.
It's black.
to darkness. You have made it into darkness. About
Anxiety-
time you woke up, pal.
Anxiety screams and pees a little.
No, I will. I'll let me unhide this for all of you. Apologies.
No apologies. Only death.
I don't know why this is dark.
Good times.
Dynamic lighting?
It's off.
Maybe should we take a little
Here we
break?
go.
Yeah.
It is not hugely important.
Great.
We come to space.
I will.
Lush oasis-like area.
Social tab it is, right? There we go.
All right, you all come to this space, kind of on the hill from the foothills that you're coming down from into this distance, where it seems to be a caravan stop, full of the smoke of a few fires going off. You can even see from where you are what appears to be a large turtle with a building on its back. As another of your friends from Jagao. The species has made it all the way out here, and you can see at the base where a tiefling on the back of a moorbounder is entering into the campsite. And as you see this waypoint so close in the distance, that is where we will end tonight. And thank you all for joining us through all of the hiccups and pickups. And we will work on rules. Coulter will work on histories. And all of us together will work on telling you a wonderful story. And with that, we would like to thank all of our patrons for supporting us, all of you for watching. That list of patrons are Dano, Rockelman, Taco Arcana, Eric Fox, Sparky, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Relin, and of course, in the moment here, Rio's mom. And with that, we will be taking a brief break for some after party fun and coming back. If you are live with Starfinder in roughly half an hour, if you're on YouTube, it might be posted already. Find out. Good night, everybody.
Eventually.
Eventually.